Arkansas Razorbacks make their yearly pilgrimage to Central Arkansas at Simmons Bank Arena in North Little Rock. They welcome in the Bears from UCA. Hogs coming off their biggest win of the year Tuesday night in New York. Look for their 9th win of the season this afternoon.
They're going to be able to get some good looks on the catch and shoot. Can they get the ball into the paint on this possession? No, they can't.
How about an NBA three, and that's a good start for Boogie Flan.
How about more makes things happen for you offensively?
Cato, after a pump fake, knocks down the long two.
Really coming into his own this year. Offensively, he's been a good player for them. Has a chance to really...
PB 84-78. They shot 41 threes in that game. And there's a block from Adu right before the shot clock expires, and it will be a shot. Boogie Flan the rebound. Boogie hit an early three. That looks true out of his hands, but he misses. Brazil will clean up and follow it.
That's the problem UCA faced. A role that he's more comfortable with. Coming off the bench, and Cal can play him, and if he's playing good, roll with it.
There's DJ Wagner. Continues his hot shooting off that game at Madison Square Garden. He's feeling a little bit better, but Arkansas has either had some sickness or a few injuries trying to get to full strength. Adu running the floor with the left hand. He'll score.
Boy, it's good to see him moving like that.
A chance to turn defense into offense. Wagner from one end to the other. How about the follow from Trevin Brazil?
And this is what Cal wants to do.
Carter Knox to check in at the next dead ball. Due for a media timeout as well. Adu draws the double, still able to score, and that's not a good sign for UCA, able to score with two defenders around him.
Get around him, let him step right in front of the rim. Not going to work.
Boogie Flan with a deflection. Boogie Flan will hang and hit, no whistle. But Arkansas really with an electric start for a slow starting team.
Well, the pressure is...
Boogie just took that one away. And things rolling for the Razorbacks. UCA can't even wait for that first media timeout. They need a break.
Yeah, Brett, you're not going to be able to just tenacity and kept their poise when things weren't going their way.
There's a three and a knockdown from Lane Taylor, a kid who scored nearly 3,400 points at Farmington High School. He's got something since that media timeout. Nellie Davis buries the triple.
Boy, you'd really like to see him get going.
There's times maybe he gets lost just a bit. Oh my goodness, Trevin Brazil just stuffed Lane Taylor, and it's going to win. He doesn't have to play out of his mind, but he's got to defend. He's got to play with energy because he's got such a spirit about him.
Absolutely, and the team follows his lead when he's pushing it and playing.
On the drive. And the Bears still can't get that open look. There's Fox. He'll hit the three.
Again, Arkansas.
Process.
And Brett, Arkansas has had a tendency this year to play really good and then have lapses. I think that's what, as Davis knocks down a shot.
Knox. Couple of big steps to the rim and a chance for a three-point play.
I love how Wagner pushes that ball.
10 second halves, they've outscored their opponents. I know even against UTSA, it looked like a struggle. Things did not fall, and there's Carter Knox with the knockdown. Arkansas shooting 67%. Adu! Hey, he's moving better, Joe.
Boy, he's looking better and better, but I mean, I like the vision. There's no doubt. And seeing him playing and playing well against Michigan, and then today, it's huge for the Razorbacks.
Arkansas's cooled off just a bit. Richmond on the drive. Extra pass. Boy, our good ball movement by the Razorbacks. And the Bears doing a lot of chasing. There's the catch by Adu, and a flush.
You gotta love that, Brett. The ball movement, making the defense shift and shift and shift. Then you drive it, and some.
Hard to believe Thero has not scored, and Arkansas's put in 40. And there's Wagner with a corner three. Carter Knox will follow it in. So Knox getting a few more minutes, Joe, and he's putting at least a pass.
Yeah, and the bigs are doing a nice job in there sealing their guys because They're really trying to trap them, and they're getting the ball out of their hands. And again, what it leads to.
Get the ball in. Taylor would love to hoist. He will. He'll hit. And Coach Schulman said Lane Taylor has always dreamed about playing in this game. In his dreams, he was wearing
a good fan base, but I think he's energized it even more so.
Another crisp sequence of ball movement. Another score from Boogie Fland.
He is so good at that. I mean,
Taylor, no place to go. Wild shot from the corner is short. And Joe Arkansas put up 46 points in that first half. Second half off and rolling. Nellie Davis trying to continue this three-point stroke that has looked so much better in the last 6 games.
What can we do defensively?
You know, it makes perfect sense. Faye Bimmy with a step-back 3, and he will knock it in. Averages about 12 a game. That's 5 here this afternoon. And Cal told his team at practice maybe a week or so ago, he said in a month or 2 months, we're going to look back and think, why were we this bad in November and December? Kind of anticipating this team continuing to get better. Brazil the catch and a flush. You got to be anxious for that chance whenever it comes in March.
That's the best. Like everybody says, right now it's the most wonderful time of the year.
No. Conference play coming up. There's a lot in the next 3 weeks.
Thinking about going home, getting a few days to go home and see the family and get back. And
DJ Wagner, how about him switching hands to go with the left hand from the right side?
Little crab dribbles to get into his offensive move.
You know, Joe, that makes sense because, again, when he spaces out, spreads out, and there's a knockdown from Lane Taylor who scored 13 points, it just makes it harder for those not as tall to contend with him.
Right, and when you watch Adu play, he gets into bodies. He hunts a body. He hunts for physicality. He wants the hit. Shoot over a 7'2" guy, or I can do this or that against a McDonald's All-American. It's going to do nothing but bolster their confidence moving forward.
Carter Knox will reach double figures where he will join Boogie Fland. I saw him come into the building last night wearing the mask, trying not to breathe on anybody. I didn't think that was a good sign. DJ Wagner with the scoop off the glass.
That's why nothing gets by you, Brett. The guy comes in wearing a mask. You're on top of it.
I felt like it was 2020.
He hadn't had one in a while, and that was going up.
He was going to take it no matter where he was on the floor. DJ Wagner again. Long 3, but a knockdown, and DJ scored 13 this afternoon.
Boy, when he can step into it.
Adu with the spinning maneuver, and that's almost unstoppable when he can catch it cleanly.
Man, our coach pointed out to us yesterday, there were 5 games in the second half where they were single digits late in the second half. That has to be encouraging.
Yep.
It's going to be a little bit different.
I would imagine so. There's the alley. Adu with the catch, but he'll pass out for Carter Knox to come down the baseline and flush.
Boy, he is such a good kid, and he works hard. And again, as a freshman, you don't get
a little more of an open look for Cato, but he still threw it off the side of the backboard. Now Brazil running the floor all the way to the rim, and that's 6 players in double figures for the Razorbacks. I swear he's Gumby at times. Adu getting into game shape. Now they got to get through that flu, and there's a make from Ben Fox and a timeout image. So they've kind of had to work into this game shape in real time.
Practice is not overrated.
Boogie Fland with the knockdown. Let the final few seconds tick away, and indeed that'll be the case. The two coaches will meet at midcourt. Coach Cowell, Coach Schulman. Long conversation. Better things ahead for this Bears program under Coach Schulman, and Coach Cowell about to take his Razorbacks to 9-2.
Yeah, good game for the Razorbacks. I can't